two things to drink, chicken in the afternoon, and another drink around 4 o'clock, and that is it. Nothing else. If you can stick to that, you'll do it. This information I'm about to give you was from my doctor, and it's valuable information, and I've been pretty much focused on it since the start of my diet. So, believe it or not, you have to stay away from dairy products, 100%. You can't have regular milk at all. No milk, no skim milk, because there's actually sugar in milk, the way they process it. And avoid flavored, sugary, and low-fat products. That also has. I know this is going to be really hard. I understand. I mean, because your whole life is going to change based on what you eat. You're going to be looking at backs of labels like, oh my God, I can't have this because it has this many things. They're there for you to really read. Most people don't even do it. So. I'm just going to read from this piece of paper. I highlighted it all because I wanted, to share this information. These are the things you have to avoid. No questions asked. Sugar, the worst. Soft drinks, candy, juice, sports drinks, chocolate, cakes, buns, pastries, ice cream, breakfast cereals. Preferably avoid sweeteners as well. So that covers a lot. You can't have any of that. Starches. Now remember I was telling this before. Bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, French fries, potato chips, porridge. Believe it or not, that's on the list. Whole grain products are just less bad, but they are bad. Beans are high in carbs. Moderate amounts of root vegetables may be okay. Root vegetables like potatoes, carrots, really shouldn't have any of that because technically potatoes is white that converts to sugar. Margarine, industrial, in other words, you can't have any imitated butter. An unnaturally high content of omega-6 fat has no health benefits, tastes bad, statistically linked to asthma, allergies, and other diseases. Beer, liquid bread, so no more beer. Full of rapidly absorbed carbs. So in other words, no more beer drinking if you're a beer drinker. Fruit. You got to treat it as a natural form of candy. So in other words, it's still sugar, but it's just natural sugar. It's the same thing. It's just sweet. So you got to stay away from fruit. Strawberries, peaches, apples, that kind of stuff. You can have one or two from time to time, but don't think that because you're eating apples every day is that you're eating healthy. It's all sugar. Let's see. You can have wine once in a while. You can have dark chocolate above 70% of cocoa. Sometimes. Drink water every day. Coffee you can have, tea you can have, just don't have it with milk. I don't drink any of those things. I mean, I drink water, but I don't drink coffee or tea, so that doesn't really matter. You really got to stay away from the milk. That's, and this is what you can have. I'm going to go down the list of things you can have. Meat, any type, including beef, pork, game meat, and chicken. Feel free to eat the fat on the meat as well as the skin on the chicken. So, in other words, you're not going to eat as much. You're going to, don't engorge yourself. You're trying to lose weight, but protein is key because that's how you're going to lose weight. In other words, if possible, try to choose organic or grass-fed meat, like how the animal is being fed for the food. Fish and shellfish, absolutely, you can have that, all kinds. Salmon, mackerel, herring. Avoid the breading, like breaded fish. You know, just don't eat any of the breaded stuff. Eggs, all kind, boiled, fried, omelets, preferably organic eggs. So you can have, that's all protein. It's also, they claim it has a lot of cholesterol, but don't go crazy. So you can have eggs. So that's what also I have in the morning. Sometimes I make myself scrambled eggs. I usually, I usually give myself one of those shakes, and I do 5 eggs scrambled, and it gives me enough energy to last me pretty much until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, believe it or not. So I'm only eating eggs and one of those shakes, and that's it. So everybody's got their own way of doing it. You'll find your niche and how you. And as soon as you start seeing the weight loss, you're going to continue doing it. I guarantee it. You're going to be so happy. It's, my God, Joeteck made me lose the weight. I'm going to get emails from everybody going, Joe, thank you very much. I'm losing the weight. You're great, you know. So vegetables that grow above ground, you can have. So potatoes you can't. It's a root. Carrots you cannot have. It's a root. So you can't. So tomatoes you can have. String beans you can have. So anything that's above the ground you can have in terms of vegetables. Let's see. Cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, asparagus, zucchini, eggplant, olives, spinach, mushrooms, cucumber, lettuce, avocado, onions, peppers, and tomatoes. There you go. Home run, baby. Obviously, you can have salad until your heart's content. Especially with the grilled chicken on top. Like if you go to, believe it or not, Wendy's and McDonald's, they do sell somewhat healthy food. I mean, just go lightly on the dressing, but it still will help you with your weight loss and give you and remove that hunger craving. Is really what you're trying to do. So if you limit yourself on the caloric intake, guaranteed you're going to lose. Like I said, I've already lost 31 pounds without going to the gym. 0 gym time, baby. 0. I mean, you can't beat that with a stick. But I will go to the gym once I lose my other 29 pounds. My goal is to be 200 within a month. So I plan on losing another 29 pounds. So there'll be a follow-up video, of course. And in the description below, I will list all the foods that you can eat and cannot eat. Make it any type of diet. You can call it the Joeteck diet if you like. It doesn't matter to me. Because you're going to lose the weight. And you're going to make me happy because I helped you. So I can help people with computers. As you can see, there's computers throughout this whole room. I fix computers and stuff like that. I like to help people in a different way. To keep them alive. To keep their weight loss down. To keep them thin and healthy. You guys have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. I have lost 30 pounds, or 31 to be exact. Now I have not been to the gym. It's all based on what I'm eating throughout the day. This is like crucial. This is what you need to do. And I'm not a BS artist. I'm not going to fill you with crap that doesn't work. This absolutely works. I'm living proof of it. I've lost, like I said, started 255. I'm 229, and I weighed myself this morning at 229. Now, what you need to keep in mind is that if you're eating a lot of food, you need to remember that, I mean, this is going to be silly, but believe it or not, if you haven't gone to the bathroom, number 2, in a long time, then you're actually, when you weigh yourself, you're weighing your excrement in your lower intestines as well as your body. So if you haven't gone to the bathroom yet, you have to consider that extra poop weight. I know it's funny, but you need to do that because you might have like 3 or 4 pounds of poo in you. You don't even know it until you go to the bathroom. You take a good dump. and you poop that out, and you could be 3 pounds lighter. So there's a lot of things that you may have to, and also pee if you have to go to the bathroom really bad. If you drank a lot of water during the day, you can't measure your weight during the day or at night. You cannot. Do not do that. That's absolutely a big no-no. You're never going to notice any difference. It's when you wake up the next day is when you start seeing changes. You need to weigh yourself in your birthday suit without eating anything from the start. That's your first thing that you need to do. That's your absolute, after you've gone to the bathroom, of course. Bathroom, urinating, and do not eat. Weigh yourself. That's your primary, that's your first number. And then so at least you'll have some sort of a starting point. And you do that every day, and then eventually you're going to start seeing a change. Now, how do you lose the weight, Joe? You're probably going, what the heck? Just get to the meat and potatoes. Okay, I am on per se, a shake diet. All right, you're probably thinking, like, oh, how can you do that? Isn't that, you need some substance. You do, and you can. I use muscle milk, and it works well. It has the calories and the nutrients that I need throughout the day, and then during lunchtime, which is around now, 12:30, 1 o'clock, I go and have chicken. Now, I was told to have lots and lots of protein. Do not eat anything. In other words, you need to completely remove all breads. Every single bread known to man. If you're an oversized person, borderline obesity, you need to cut out everything that can convert to sugar, which would be anything that is white. Bread, that's number one. French fries, potatoes, corn. And the reason why you need to cut all that out is because all that converts to sugar. Believe it or not, it's a carbohydrate. Anything in high carbohydrates converts to sugar. And I don't portray to be any professional or any, in terms of being a health expert. However, over the years and lots of reading and understanding how food works and how the body breaks it down, you too could understand what you need to do and what you don't need to do in terms of losing weight. Now, like I'm telling you, I have not been to the gym since I started this. I'm trying to prove something, and my proving this is actually working. So, I mean, granted, yes, if I went to the gym, I would lose a lot more weight a lot quicker. I can't. I don't have the time. Everybody's busy. They got kids, like myself. You got to go to hockey games, basketball games, football games. How can you do it? So, you need, in the morning, what I do is I have a shake in the morning. I go to Costco. I'll buy a 3-pound bag of muscle milk for $25 or whatever it is, and I take 2 scoops of that, put it in. I have a magic bullet, and I put water, ice in this, and I mix it up, and then I drink that for I do it twice in the morning. I usually do it when I wake up in the morning, and I do it like around 11:30 in the morning. So though, believe it or not, that's 480 calories just for that. Now, most people, sometimes I only do once, depending on how hungry I feel or whatever, but I'm feeling okay. As time goes on, I mean, you're going to feel hungry. Yes, you will. It's just like trying to quit smoking, because I used to do that too. It's, the craving is there. I got to eat. But once you get into this routine, your stomach will actually shrink, which mine has. So I don't feel as hungry as I used to. I mean, sometimes, if you really want to lose the weight, you'll do this. You'll do it. Period. To the end. Same thing like quitting smoking or quitting something else that's addicting or whatever it is. I'm just trying to help you guys, because you know what? I'm a straight shooter guy. If you know about my videos, you see my videos. I'm like down to earth. I'll tell you exactly how it is, and I'm not going to give you false information. That's for sure. So imagine me. I mean, I'm sure if you look back at a couple of videos before, you'll see that I'll have this big belly, and it's really I watched my videos and I was like, oh my God, I didn't want to look like that anymore. So I decided to slim down. As you can see, I mean, I don't look as big. I'm still heavy. I'm still overweight. According to my doctor, I'm supposed to be 200 pounds. 6'1". I'm 6'1". I'm supposed to be 200 pounds. That's very difficult to achieve. But the 5 weeks that I've been on this diet, I've lost about 1 pound to 2 pounds a day. Probably 1 pound, because I'm at it for 5 weeks. So that's 30 days, a little past 30 to 35 days, 37 days. So if I lost 1 pound a day, that would be technically, 40 pounds in 5 weeks. That's a substantial amount of weight loss. I didn't lose that much. I only lost about 31. So, because I did not cheat a little bit, but I did go on a small little vacation on a weekend, and I gained a couple pounds here. So it kind of fluctuated a little because I was eating a little bit more than my normal diet that I'm doing right now. So, muscle milk in the morning, 8-ounce glass, 2 scoops, done. Lunchtime, Boston Market. There's a plug for Boston Market. I go to Boston Market, I have a half a chicken. Eating the skin is okay, because you need some sort of fat, but you'll burn majority of that off throughout the day. So, and then you go to Boston Market, half a chicken, and then I have string beans. People say, oh, don't eat string beans, but remember, your diet is going to be pretty strict. You want to have some sort of, a little bit of boost of calories throughout the day. As long as you're less than, I say, 1,200 calories or 1,500 calories, you're going to lose weight every day. Because remember, if your body needs something, it's going to take it from you, from your current excess, I don't want to use the FAT word, but the excess, that word, off of your body to survive, per se. And that eventually, that's how it comes off, because your body will use it. Because if you continue to feed yourself 5,000, 6,000, 8,000 calories a day, the body has no place to put it, but then it stores it either on your butt, your legs, your face, your midsection, your arms. You start getting heavy, and your arms start to sag a little bit. That's where it starts to store it, because they got no place to put it. So you can't. If the body's not burning it off, so it's got to store that fat somewhere. I said the word. So if you could focus on lowering how much you eat during the day, you're guaranteed to lose the weight. There's really no secret to it at all. It's just you need to have a good focus on what you need to do. You can't binge. So if you want to lose, this title is going to be how to lose weight in 30 days, and you'll be able to do it. You just got to focus, and if you can focus, you can do it. Self-control is what you need. Self-control, big thing. Plus, which is also key, that you need to realize, the heavier you are, the heavier you get, you start to get borderline, or you can actually make yourself a diabetic. And I am not a diabetic. I was borderline twice, and that scares the bejesus out of you. I bought a glucose meter. I'll show a picture of it on the screen from CVS. And I'm not diabetic, but I still bought it because I want to keep an eye on my glucose level. There's certain range that your body's supposed to be in, because you probably don't even know. You could be a diabetic and not even know it. So I bought it, and I bought the things, the tabs that go in. You prick your finger, the blood comes out, you stick it on, and it's a little pinch, and then it checks your blood glucose level instantly in like 6 seconds or so. This is another thing that you might want to buy, because without going to the doctor, you can find right away if you're diabetic. If your number is over 200, you've got diabetes. What type you have, I do not know, but if your blood glucose level is way beyond, 200 is way high. When I first started my diet, I was in the range of 160 to 120. And now I have it dropped down to 95. I bounce between 95 and 112 since this diet. And I haven't been to the gym. I haven't what I'm eating is crucial. So one drink in the morning or two drinks, you know, when you wake up in the morning, and then another one like at 11:30 in the morning if you want. So that's what you do. Two 8 ounces of muscle milk. Lunch, Boston Market. I find that to be the best place. I have one right around the corner. I live here in Selden. I have one pretty close to my house, and I just go there. And then the other thing is, do not eat past 6 o'clock in the evening. So, two things to drink: chicken in the afternoon, and another drink around 4 o'clock, and that is it. Nothing else. If you can stick to that, you'll do it. And I've been doing that for 5 weeks, and I've lost 31 pounds so far. And it's actually pretty cool because I didn't think it was going to happen so fast. It happened like instantly. Like literally, I started doing it, and then within 3 or 4 days, I started noticing I was losing weight. It's like, holy mackerel. Two things to drink: chicken in the afternoon, and another drink around 4 o'clock, and that is it. Nothing else. If you can stick to that, you'll do it.